Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So in this video, we're going to be delving into all the GP you can make with 120 construction. Now, whenever there's a big update which comes into the game now, I like to do a little bit of a video which shows you guys you can make GP with a brand new update without having to play the actual content. So in this video, what we're going to focus on is items you can make or purchase for selling for construction. So this will be a different way to make profit. These items will be up in price because of construction, so I imagine over time they will go down in price. But while they're still here, they might be money making methods you guys want to go and give a try and make for some profit. So there's a couple in this video, so we're going to cut into it and go very quick. Now, if you are enjoying the video, especially over this construction update, please make sure to leave me a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. We are going to be continuing with this kind of theme of content for a little while because the magnitude of this kind of update has been massive. And also, once I finally get to it, I do promise to show you guys my house, my setup, and why I've done it in a certain way. So the first thing we're going to do is something which we should check first. Anyway, let's go and check out the price for eternal magical planks. Now, for whatever reason, we haven't included the ability to turn these into planks with the portable sawmill, which is a little bit surprising, which means the only way you can generally make these at the minute is with the sawmill in Fort Room 3 construction, also Remington as well. The nice thing is that you're not going to have to spend any cash to turn the log into the plank. The downside is it can be a little bit slow and a little bit tiresome as well. Now, the price of that is going to come in at just under 7.5k, which is a decent price. Very much has gone down a lot more than what I thought it would. But in terms of its instant sell and instant buy, between 7,000 and 7.5k, pretty decent flip as well if you can get the stock. Now, in terms of finding out how much profit you're going to make for that, the price of the eternal magical logs will depend on how much profit you're going to make from it. So if we can go and check this out really quick, 7.5k, so 3,000 coins per log turning it into a plank actually isn't that bad. It's not going to be the most money we can make, I think, in terms of the methods we're going to show for this video, but it really is a very solid way. Now, one of the big pieces of content is going to be the Nexus. So if you don't know what the Nexus is, it's a portal which can store multiple numbers of teleportation spells, but is very heavy on rune requirements. So because of this, things like lore runes and all the runes which are generally used to go in cast are going to be quite expensive. So the lore rune already is up to 580 GP each. You might not think that's major, but considering like the actual price at the minute is 319 GP each, that is very expensive. And because of that, you have different things which will be up in price as well. So astral runes as well, this is used for all the lunar spells. This should also see a significant rise. Even your standard elemental runes could be up in price because there's more demand on them as well. Like the astral rune here is nearly double the price. So all the runes which you could use possibly for the Nexus will be up in price because of demand. Now, this is mainly for you guys to go and runecraft, but if you look at some shops will sell runes now, which will be profitable, and it's worthwhile checking all the margins for all the different runes to see what you can work with. But just to check what the elemental runes are saying, let's go and see what the price of something like an air rune is, because this will really sort of push the facts whether doing the rune runs will be for cash. And the air runes is up 1 GP, nothing too major. Blood runes as well is something which is used quite a lot through the cauldron and then also through the teleportation spells as well. A lot of the ancient spells do use blood runes, and these are the ones I would focus on and runecraft most of the niche ones. Don't go and do the elementals, they won't be too worth it. But the blood rune there looked like it was just under mid price, so things like the lore runes and the astral runes are going to be the kind of ones you're going to check out and check the prices because they're where you're going to make as much money as possible. Now, what I would do before you go off runecrafting, just do what I just did there, check the margins, make sure you're happy with them, and then you can go and explore and have a look there. Now, the potion cauldrons are one of the things which I didn't cover too much or in too much detail, but are definitely going to be a very strong component. Bane bars, weirdly enough, were the bars which were required for it. They didn't have different tiers available. It all seemed to be Bane bars. So because of that, they're up a little bit, 11.5k each. And with how smithing is as well, if you have the correct smithing level, you'll make a little bit more GP with that. Again, it's something to look at and something to focus on as well. Now, the construction side, you can buy things like gold leaf. You can also buy marble from the shop in Keldagrim and from a couple of other shops as well. There's a shop in the wilderness where you can go and buy these supplies. Now, what I'm going to go and do first is just buy them on the Grand Exchange first, and then we'll go to the shop and see how much they are. But I do think that gold leaf is currently profit. So 350k for that gold leaf is a very high price. And then the marble block as well is something we can go and check out. Now, these are in the video which we did on Sunday where we went through these kind of items and the fact that they can make you some money. Definitely worth doing it if it's going to be profitable from going simply for a shop run and just running to the bank to go and bank it. So I'll write the profits down from these items, then we'll go over to Keldagrim and go and check it out. But in the wilderness, you have the bandit camp. I'm pretty sure you can buy some of these items from the bandit camp as well, but you do need to be schooled, so just be careful when going in for that. The magic stone is the final one, which you can go and buy from the Keldgrim shop. So let's go and check that really quickly. 1.1 mil for the magic stone. So I've got the prices. I'm going to go off the sort of like slow sell prices. So the highest instant buy price of the price we're going to go off. So the magic stone is going to be 1.1 mil. The marble is going to be 390k. And then finally, the gold leaf is going to be 350k. So I'm going to run over to Keldgrim real quick. We'll skip this bit of the video and then we'll come back and have a look afterwards. Okay, so the gold leaf is available for 130k. You can sell this for 350. That is definitely worth picking up. So we'll go and grab some of that. Really, really big profit on that one. And what I'll do is just use a magic notepaper to do it. We have the marble blocks at 325k each. You can make 25k profit. For me, bit too volatile for that method. Not going to do that. The magic stones though, just under a mil to sell them for just over 1.1. That's 100k profit per magic stones and going to be about 3 mil profit for that. So we're going to go and commit to the magic stones and we'll just see if we can get that price sold before the end of the video, because there's one more thing I want to delve into and have a look on whether it's profit. But so far we have the Bane bars. We have the various types of runes. Again, I'd focus more on law runes, astral runes. The rest seem to be a bit to a point now where they've crashed a little bit. And you also have a making your own eternal planks. Now the gold leaf and magic stones as well, also worth doing. Just be careful though that the magic stones are quite a hefty price, nearly 1 mil each. So if you are going to go and invest this kind of GP, just be like sure that you're going to make enough money off it. So while we've got those selling in the Grand Exchange, the next one is going to be looking at the price of jewelry. So you use jewelry into the jewelry box just for the ability to go and have multiple teleports, but it's going to consume the jewelry you're going to put in it. Now this is very similar to a Passage of the Abyss, but it's worth just checking a couple of the jewelry if it's worthwhile doing. Now those Ring of Duelings have sold on the mid, so that's probably not something I would look at doing. I would also look at things like the games necklace and just seeing if it's worthwhile in terms of price. If it's over its mid price, that could be worthwhile doing for a money making method. And again, it's just checking the kind of things you're going to be using on if it's worth doing. Now the Ring of Dueling, not worth it. The games necklace also seems to be under its mid price as well. But this is what I was just saying, it's worth checking margin to see if it's worthwhile picking up and doing in terms of money making method. The last thing I'll just check is things like the glories and also the rings of wealth, because these can also spike quite high for whatever reason. I've never really understood like the Dragonstone jewelry's prices at times. But there you go, a Amulet of Glory has just sold for just over 29,000 coins. Again, we've been over that method more than enough. If you want me to do a deep dive on like the Dragonstone side and how you can make money by enchanting and also using the spell to charge as well, really worth doing. But an instant sell price on an Amulet of Glory at the minute is 17,000 coins. That is crazy when you consider a Dragonstone and a gold bar is probably going to cost like 6, maybe 7,000 coins. 10,000 coins profit. Yes, it's a little bit of a labor of love with an Amulet of Glory because you're going to have to string it. If you've got the lunar spells, just do the string jewelry and then you can do it really, really quick. And then finally, just go and check out Rings of Wealth. Now, what I'm hoping you guys have like seen from this video is that without doing any form of construction, we have found some methods which are going to make some money. There's some we've found which aren't worth it and aren't going to make money, but then we've found stuff which will and has produced GP as well. Now, the Ring of Wealth, for whatever reason, is not instant buying, but check that one. I'd probably make a couple of Rings of Wealth myself, sell them on the Grand Exchange for various price points. I'd go something like 25, 30, 35k and see what you can do with it. Now, the gold leaf seems to be selling. The magic stones might take a little bit longer, but we have gone through a couple of money-making methods, which is so much higher in price because of the construction update. So you don't have to do the construction update to make money. You can go and get these items and buy these items and fund people who are looking to do this method and make some money from it. Now, I got the marble block wrong. I thought it was 350k, but it's 390. So that means you're making roughly about 65k profit per marble block. It's not too bad. You'll make like 1.8 mil just for a simple shop run. It's just that with all these items from the Keldgrim store, it's a lot of GP to throw into it. But starting again, Eternal Planks, Astrals and Law Runes, Banite bars, Gold Leaf, Marble blocks, Magic stones from the Keldgrim store, and then Amulets of Glory and maybe Ring of Wealth if we can actually find a price to sell it for. But loads of different ways to make some money. We have had another post released about construction and an update on that, so I'll do a little video on that just to talk through it as well. Really hope you guys are enjoying the update. I'm still going to try and push to do that 10 hours at Bandos video just to try and hunt out some more altars and rugs. I actually managed to sell. This was overnight. It managed to sell if I can just find it really quickly. The one I bought, the Bandos altar I bought for the video, I actually managed to sell for 50 mil again. So maybe these can hold a very decent price for a little while. So I'm going to go and hunt some Bandos out, maybe get a rug, maybe get an altar, and then maybe it can be a nice little video to show you guys as well. However, going to wrap the video up, would like to say a massive thank you for the support I've received over the past couple of days. It has been massive, the amount of views we've had over the past couple of days with these videos. and the support you guys are showing. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next one.